Hi, my name is Brianna Joplin, and for my intervention program, I chose to focus on status offenders. What is a status offense? A status offense is a non criminal act that is considered a law violation only because of a youth's status as a minor. So, a status offense can only be a youth violation and not for anyone over the age of 18. Some examples of a status offense typically include truancy, which is when a youth skips school, violating a city or county curfew, underage possession and consumption of alcohol or tobacco, running away from home, and ungovernability, which is beyond the control of the parents. Some status offender statistics look like this. From 1985 to 2004, you can see that there was a medium-sized increase, but from 2004 to 2018, there was a dramatic decrease. All these groups, though, you can see that from the ages of 13 to 15 were the highest crime offenders for each group in each year. Typical penalties for status offenders are usually suspending the juvenile's driver's license, which could be for any reason, such as like breaking the curfew or just not going to school. There can also be the requirement that the juvenile has to pay a fine or restitution. Restitution means that the juvenile will have to return what they might have stole from someone and just give it back to their original owner, or if they don't have it, just to pay the fine to that owner. There's also the option to place the juvenile with someone other than their current parent or guardian if that home situation is not working for the youth. So they can be placed with any relative, foster homes, or group homes. If the juvenile is under a court order, the court can have the ability to place the juvenile in a locked facility and can require the parents and juvenile to attend counseling sessions within some states. Types of treatment for offenders include things like individual counseling, where they can focus more on themselves, behavioral programs to look at their actions and just kind of how they act, restitution, which, like I said before, is returning something to its original owner if it was stolen from them, probation or parole to limit the youth on what they're doing. And for most instances, status offenses are just usually caused by playful juveniles. So for most offenders, or for those offenders who continually don't care about what they're doing and the punishment they receive, those are typically the youths who need the intervention program. Now, the intervention program that I created for status offenders has multiple interventions that vary on the degree of their offenses. So some offenders have few offenses where others might have a whole lot more. So this intervention program was kind of created to help keep the number of offenders down, as the interventions could possibly help deter youth from committing more crimes in the future. These offenders with few offenses might be required to do more of a community work type intervention or just individual counseling to see what's going on with them, where offenders with many offenses might be more successful or have a better time in a skilled facility where they can completely immerse themselves into the program and they can focus on themselves to help combat their reasoning for why they have so many delinquent acts. For both offenses, I would also have the youths be required to attend educational programs that review the consequences of their crimes and promote an understanding of why the laws they broke are in place. Non-institutionalized interventions. These will be for those who aren't institutionalized. The types of treatments that could be provided for these offenders can include employment-related programs where they work off their crime, academic programs, and group or family counseling programs to help maybe if their family kind of has a troubled background or not. These offenders could also participate in interpersonal skills training, which can help focus on conflict management or working well with others. They can participate in individual counseling or even a behavioral program. And this program can help reduce unwanted behaviors and focus on promoting more desirable behaviors where they commit less offenses. Institutionalized offenders are the offenders who have maybe so many offenses that it's come to a point that they need more help than being on small or less treatment options. So for these offenders, they can focus on treatment that involves their interpersonal skills. This program can help train their social skills and maybe if they have anger control problems. They can also be taught in family homes or group homes. And these homes typically house multiple delinquents and help focus on their behavior modification. And they can also do some sort of behavioral cognitive mediation training to help with the unwanted behaviors that they keep continually showing. And that is my intervention program. Here are my resources that helped me with my PowerPoint. Thank you.